Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri, and is the world's first single barrel only liquor store. This business is owned and operated by Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution list. That way you'll know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and what barrel picks they have in the works. We are also sponsored by The Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers a fully customizable carrying case that allows you to take your favorite distilled spirits or cocktail ingredients with you. Whether you're looking for yourself, a customized gift, or logo items for your business or event, The Bar to Go can help. Check them out at thebar2go.com. Use the number 2 when you type out The Bar to Go. Did you know Neely Family Distillery now ships its popular distilled spirits directly to you? To order, simply call 859-394-3258. Tell them the ABV Network sent you. And now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we wonder whether or not McNew can make it through our 5th show recording tonight. My name is McNew. Please welcome me, my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Tim Swyatt, Kathy Cool, and Demetri Kane.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Hello.
How we doing? McNew is here.
McNew is here to start out, but she was here last week when we started the show, and then she quit halfway through. And then the week before that, she made it through 3 shows and then had to bow out. It's a thing.
It became a thing. And I have a theory for why.
Okay.
Are we going to get into that now?
Yeah. Well, it's just a preview.
You want to do small talk first?
Yeah, of course. But yeah, so we'll talk about this. It's a whole thing. And I laugh about it. It's humorous. And I was like, well, I am paying her for that. You
told me last Saturday, do I need to hire somebody else for the last 2 shows? I was like, no.
I thought, maybe, I like McNew. I want to keep her around, but I guess maybe I should reduce her pay and then hire someone to do the last 2 shows of the night on Friday. So maybe, I don't know. Yeah, so
this is like Tim can do your job. I was like, no, I'm going to be there.
Tim was gunning for it. He came
Tim
out.
was good.
Yeah, Tim was good. Yeah, and he was here. I mean, that's half the battle. He was actually just here.
And he doesn't drink martini.
In his seat talking to people. He did his job.
Yeah. So, all right. We'll talk about that after the break. For right now, McNew said there was something she wanted to talk about beyond that. So, what is it, McNew?
Yeah. So, do you guys have any weird travel fears? Not like the plane is going to crash or I'm going to miss the plane, but just something, or my car is going to crash or the Uber is going to abduct me. Not anything like that, but something really bonkers and weird that's only personal to you. Weird travel fears.
I mean, I have a lot of weird travel fears, of course. I have to check for bed bugs. I'm just worried that I'm going to sleep someplace and then my whole life, the rest of my life is going to be ruined because I slept in a bed that had bed bugs and I take it home to my house and then it's in my house and I can never get rid of it. And then my life is it's ruined.
I think you just have to burn your house down at that point.
I don't know what you can do at that point.
This is what I've learned about bed bugs. They have an altitude lifespan. So like if you take them to Colorado, if you take them to high altitude, they will die.
Oh, so should they die on the plane in your luggage?
Yeah. So that doesn't really work.
Theoretically,
yeah. Theoretically, but that's not what happens in practicality. So McNew brings up a great point there. If that was the case, even as high as Colorado is, a plane flies higher than that, and they seem to do just fine.
Cabin is pressurized. You could get them on the cold extension.
They're in the belly of the plane, though. Is the belly of the plane pressurized?
Yeah, they're the luggage hold, not your carry.
That's pressurized. Because if not, all your
dogs
stuff would explode. Your cans of deodorant, all the hair products you have would explode.
What if you don't have cans of deodorant?
You're the only one that wouldn't have cans of deodorant on there, Steve. But there are a lot of people that probably travel with compressed products on their check bags or bottles of whiskey in their check bags that would pop. So it's either extreme heat or extreme cold that'll get them. I'm sure there's something to say about the altitude because of lack of oxygen. So I was work traveler for probably, if not 25 to up to 30 weeks, 35 weeks a year. And I got bed bugs 3 times in my life. Well, 2 confirmed, one allegedly, because I know I got spots, but I should have known better when I walked into these very swanky boutique hotel in Key Biscayne, Florida, that there were geckos in my room. I should have connected the dots that they were eating, not there for fun. But yeah, the 2 other places. And
what do you have to do? You get that deal where they gotta blast them with heat and melt
so
them, basically?
in both situations, I had one in the winter and one in the summer. I left my luggage in the car for a week with the car outside. And then I had all my stuff dry cleaned already from the hotel because they took care of that. And then I went and bought new clothes to wear around and clothes I didn't want to bring it everywhere else. And then I switched hotels. I couldn't stay in the hotel at all, period. But got comped that way and then just left the luggage in the car for a week and then called it from there. But the hose down before I walked inside the house in the garage from the better half, that was uncomfortable.
Did you have to be nude for that? Is it a nude hose down?
She did not care. She sat there with the hose and said, "I don't care what you're doing. Would you take your clothes off or not? You're getting hosed down. You're walking out of here with my own stuff. You're leaving the stuff in here, and lift everything around. We're getting underneath that too." So it was the whole thing. Spread those cheeks.
Was it wintertime and it was like it was sub-zero hose?
It was under 20 degrees.
Oh.
So there's a threshold
the
there.
Lotion on its skin, or it got the hose again.
That's exactly. I felt like yes. Yes. It was bad.
So I have a remedy for this.
Yeah?
You just don't sleep in the bed.
Where do you sleep? The bathtub?
I sleep on the floor. I bring my own cot and I pack my own water.
I was gonna say, wouldn't the carpet have bed bugs too? But
no, but if you have your own little cot.
Okay, so you're up off the floor.
He also brings his own boxing ring.
No, I don't. I just bring water.
You bring the boxing ring?
So He actually doesn't stay in the hotel. He just throws a tent in the
He never travels anywhere. Where do you travel, Demetrius?
We go down to Louisiana twice a year.
Okay. Well, that's with family. You don't stay with the family down there?
We do. We do. We stay on the farm.
A cot.
On a cot.
Not in the bed.
His own cot, his own water. Yeah.
No, so so here's the thing. I think it's important to know how to sleep on it, like on the ground. I grew up sleeping on the ground because we had cow camp. Sure. So we'd like go up and you'd sleep on the ground. You'd sleep on a mat and stuff like that too. So I don't know. I think it's good for the back, realign stuff. Reminds you where the ground is.
Yeah.
I would say, Demetri, I'm sure your men's carry-all would have amazing hair care and skin products in there. I don't think that you're one to shy on the finer things in life when it comes to moisturizing and beard oil, but I could be wrong.
I actually don't use any product.
None?
Nope. I would say I condition maybe. So I make my own conditioner and all my own soaps.
Well, of course. Yeah.
There it is. That's what I'm getting at. Now we got there. Yes.
But it's not like crazy. I have my own beef and I render all my own lard.
Sure.
So therefore, the lard from the cows and the tallow from the beef, and then we make soap from it. And so, yeah, it works pretty good. If you ever want cooking tallow, cook with beef tallow. It's amazing.
Beef tallow. Okay.
Yeah.
Beef
well,
tallow.
I do have one travel fear. Every single time I'm on an airplane, if I have to go on an airplane, that little hole in the bottom of the window, that thing is going to crack at some point in time, and I'm going to get sucked out the window. We all know they tell us what it's supposed to be for, but we know that it's supposed to. What they say that it's the hole's supposed to be there to let you know that there's another pane of glass on the other side. Is what it's mentally doing that for you. Apparently, I don't think there's a real scientific reason for pressurization or anything like that. I think all that's been debunked. But that thing's going to crack sometime. And I'm going to get sucked out that window.
Out the window.
I've been on an airplane when they came in and fixed the window with duct tape. And I still went on that trip.
I saw a statistic that like most planes are just really duct taped together after a certain point. They're just like quick fix, duct tape it, let's go. Like,
so that hole, I was told by it's like an avionics engineer or whatever, the guys that design them, he said the reason why they put the hole there isn't for pressure, it's to let the moisture out.
That's correct. Yes, I've heard that too.
Yeah, so the windows don't fog
Doesn't
up.
fog up and
That's even
everything.
if you get that's even if you get double pane. Like say you get with has the blinds inside the glass. Those will have a hole in there too. It's just a small hole. It's part of the deal. No, gotta have it. Gotta have it.
I don't know if it's more of a fear, or more of an
Science.
annoyance, but also farts on airplanes. Folks, don't do it. Come on. We're all sucking the same air for 3 hours, 2 hours. It's not muffled when
You've never done the one cheek sneak.
Here's the thing, though.
I know
When
he
you're on the
has. I know he
airplane,
has.
it pushes all that out.
Yeah.
No, they have it on recirculation the entire time. Just like
Oh, she means out of her body. Out of her
Yeah,
body.
out of your
All
body.
that
Yeah.
pressure is not out of my body because I'm a girl.
No, it seems like
girls don't
seems
fart,
like you're
they
admitting
poof.
something. Yeah.
No.
But when Tim or Steve are on an airplane,
Oh.
it is putting all that pressure.
If I was on a
there.
plane with Kathy, I bet you she'd be like, pull my finger right now. Huh.
Oh, that pressure from takeoff. You're sinking into the seat, and all of a sudden, you're like, yeah, there it is. Yep, all the pressure got me.
It's not
So
me, it's the
apparently,
pressure.
McNew, your small talk boils down to farts on an airplane.
There we go. Farts on an airplane.
Farts on an
I feel like everybody fears this. Nobody wants to sit next to the farting guy. Nobody.
So McNew, you asked the question though. Did you have something different? What's your greatest trouble?
Mine is losing my luggage. I will not check a bag if it's not a direct flight. Like I will go out of my way to throw everything on a carry-on and inconvenience myself just so I'm not inconvenienced later by a lost bag. It's
That's
logic
weird. That is-
for some
that's
reason.
weird.
It's
No,
terrifying
there's
for
no
me to I think. But
No, that's one of the kookier things McNew said. So yeah, in a world of kooky McNew things. That's
there's a lot. But yeah, that one doesn't make sense to anybody but me for some reason.
Yeah, fair enough. All right. Well, guess
I don't-
what? It's time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start with Kathy, who's just been dominating tonight. What do you got?
I have a Yellowstone family recipe.
Yeah. Limit one per person. She's got like 40 of them.
I don't know how that happened.
Oh, sloshy. Yeah. Decent, but yeah. Poor.
So tasty.
I've got Horse and Jockey here from Taconic to Horse and Jockey. Very cool label. I
Very
think.
nice.
I like that. Very
Oh,
simple.
that
very
is
simple.
cool.
All right, here we go.
Whoa.
Bassy, not as good as Kathy's.
Sloshy.
Bassy, not good enough. I got to do better. I'm just gonna have to do better. Kathy's got the lead. Demetri, what do you got?
Well, I am going to drink a little bit of Sazerac rye.
Okay,
Nice.
yeah, not known for the good cork pops. So yeah. All right, we'll let Tim go next just to get him out of the way, and then we'll see if McNew
Thank
wins
you.
this thing.
Just get it out of the way. I'm gonna try to do a little bit more of this. I'm holding on for dear life. The Old Monroe Stumpy Spirits Banana Foster pick.
Oh,
It's getting
you
low.
Really
It's getting
this
low.
somewhere. Oh my god.
Okay.
I actually heard that.
Yeah,
You heard it, okay. I do know someone who has 2 bottles. They're moving on that, so yeah. Let me know if you're interested in another bottle of that. Oh, Kathy's got her hand up. Yeah, it's a friend of ours has a collection that they're getting rid of. So yeah, we'll talk. We'll talk. Yeah, well, that's who you're thinking. All right, McNew, how about you? What do you got?
I have Hard Truths Kentucky Sweet Mash.
Okay. There you go. That's the winner right there. That was good. That was good. Cheers, gang.
Cheers.
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 Ooh, this Horse and Jockey's good. Taconic Distillery. I like it.
You know what? Mine is more good because it was the ABV Network's.
Well, yeah, you can't really
Bourbon
beat
of the
it.
year.
You can't beat anything the ABV network does. So yeah, I agree with that. So I've got no retort for that. So fair enough. All right, we'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, McNew may or may not be here. She hasn't finished a show in a long time. We'll see if she's here on our 5th and final show of the night. We'll do that in just a few. Let's talk about the people who make these shows happen. First up is the ABV Barrel Shop. It is the most unique shopping experience in the world of bourbon, as the ABV Barrel Shop only sells single barrels. Owners Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot select. With over 100 distilleries on board to sell us barrels, We are home to the most unique and diverse barrel pick selections in the bourbon world. By signing up for our email, you will always know what we have in stock. In addition to the single barrels, we'll have a gift shop featuring ABV Barrel Shop as well as ABV Network merchandise. We are partnering with vendors like Art Eatables and Old Man Bay Signs to bring you unique items you can't find anywhere else. We will also have a 24-seat classroom where we are offering educational and fun classes like Breakfast and Bourbon, a series where we pair donuts and bourbon, customer barrel picks, and opportunities to learn from master distillers and other bourbon dignitaries. Best of all, we feature a tasting bar where you can try before you buy. All of this is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. If you are in the St. Louis area, please stop by to say hi. If you're traveling in from outside the area, please take advantage of our hotel rates with the Drury Inn and Pear Tree Inn, less than a mile from our shop. This can be done via the links in our Visit St. Louis section on our website. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to plan your trip. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. Hi, this is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network. We're sponsored by the Stave and Thief Society. This is where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge a bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my Executive Bourbon Steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification program available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Okay, let's talk about the Neely Family Distillery. In 2018, I met Royce Neely at an industry event. He started appearing on our shows, and we became friends during my frequent trips to Kentucky. Today, he is amongst the leaders of young distillers leaving their mark on the bourbon industry. A visit to Neely Family Distillery yields insight on their unique family history, why their products are special, and gives you the opportunity to taste their whiskey, moonshine, and creams. Check them out at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com or visit them in Sparta, Kentucky.
This is Danny Kennard, which is turning into Freddie Mills. Y'all have a good fucking day because this is the Bourbon Daily. Thank you.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. I am still here.
So, McNew, can you defend your actions the last several times we've recorded?
I can, and it might incriminate me more in some ways, but hear me out. So I've been blacking out since October. Seriously. And not just on the shows, in real life too. I blacked out on Halloween, day after Thanksgiving, New Year's Eve.
So it's always tied to a holiday, other than when you record.
No, okay, so it's not, it's just whenever I'm drinking a lot, I've been blacking out. And I figured out, I'm not a doctor, but our weather's been really shitty this last
it's the weather. Yeah.
Okay, well, no, and I get sinus infections real bad, so I've just been living on Sudafed, and you're not supposed to drink when you take Sudafed. Drink excessively when you take it. Uh-huh. So I think that's why I've just been here.
What I like is I'll call McNew the next day and be like, McNew, anything you want to say? No, it was good shows last night, wasn't it? I'm like, you didn't finish the evening.
I don't remember. I just
she's like, I didn't. Yeah,
completely black out. And here's the thing: no matter how blacked out I get, I can always undo my hair and makeup and put pajamas on and go to bed. So I assume I had a good night. And Chris is like, no, you came down really early. I asked you if you were done. You said yes. And then you're like, oh, okay. You sat here and watched a movie. I have no recollection of watching. And then I go upstairs and do my nighttime routine and go to bed. Zero recollection. So I turn into this goblin.
So you just leave. All right, so let's recap where we're at here. So you leave your job to go down and watch a movie, have fun, snacks, whatever.
I don't know if I'm doing it.
Get done, take off your makeup, and then
social media updates.
Yeah, social media. In the meantime, the rest of us are still working. We're doing our shows.
I have zero recollection of any of it though. The next day, I'm just kind of oh yeah, great. And then I'm
what I want to say is the last time I had your back because we had Ryan Thompson and Lenny Eckstein on that show. They would have completely butchered your ending. And I believe I even got the inflection right. So I had your back to make sure everybody heard it.
Professional.
Thank you for doing
it fantastically. When it falls to me, I flub through the whole thing, but Tim, he takes it down.
Oh yeah.
Here's the thing, though. I need to stop doing other drugs while I'm drinking is probably the problem. So don't do
Kids
on the
don't do
Sudafed,
drugs.
yeah.
PSA.
So all this comes down to is kids don't do
Don't do
drugs.
drugs. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then freaking New Year's Eve. So I took Sudafed all day because our weather's been weird. Got lit. I don't remember the ball dropping. I don't remember the 2 hours afterwards. We fucking taught our neighbor how to play euchre, and I was sitting there at the table because there was photos. None of it. None of it.
I remember
just
your trip to Chick-fil-A or
Chocolate.
Waffle House.
in my
Yeah.
body.
Here's my
it's
question.
horrifying.
Here's my question. How did you get to this age and just now understand what blacking out is?
Oh, like, so I've done it before, but I just feel like your body's more forgiving in your 20s than it is in your mid 30s. Probably.
Interesting.
And those of us in our not 30s
Yeah.
can
On the
say,
wrong side. Some of us are on the wrong side of 50 here. Just me.
I mean, does it get better? Like, do you hit 50 and you're like, cool, I can black out like I'm in my 20s again? Because it's a bitch in your 30s. I'm not doing well, guys.
I'm not doing well.
If it gets to that point, usually it takes about a 4-day recovery time frame with a lot of hydrating, chicken wings, and Gatorade to recover
I
from
will
that.
literally just like sleep in a little bit the next day, 10 a.m. I'm like, oh, got shit to do today. I get back up and do it. But I don't remember anything from the night.
Dimitri, what do you think of this? You're an employer. You have an employee. What? Imagine this is what you're getting out of your beloved employee.
you're an employee.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
I would be really having some conversations about taking drugs and drinking
Yeah.
on the job, but then, we're in the industry.
Well, this is true.
And this is her job.
Yeah.
It is. And then I feel like shit when Steve's like, oh, you didn't finish last night. I'm like, oh, fuck. I'm so sorry. Like, I feel bad about it. I really do. But then I'm like, I don't remember not doing it. So
She's got an award behind her for her 1,000 shows. Lenny has made the point to make sure as she builds towards 2,000, not to count the ones where she, she misses because she's too drunk.
And also, here's the wild part. I will walk back in my office in the morning. Like, all my bottles are on the floor. And I know if they're not back in the bar that I kind of fucked up. I got a little too drunk if I don't pick up after myself. I know that. But then, like, my laptop's closed. My iPad's closed. So I physically put things up. Don't remember doing it.
Yeah, we're all working away. Yeah, we're still
She taps out. It's like,
do I even say bye? Did I just like
I didn't go back to recording. We saw your hand go up, grab just put it down, and then all of a sudden, there went McNew.
Yeah.
So, and I'm like, Steve, I'll take the finish.
I don't remember doing any of that.
No, you don't say goodbye or anything. You just leave. Yeah.
I just Irish goodbye, you guys.
Well, to your credit, you are McNew. You're Irish, so. Yeah.
God, I feel it's happened quite a bit lately, and I just think it's like all the Sudafed I've had to take to get.
Oh, it's a Sudafed, yeah.
It is. Google it. It's not good for your body to do all this to it.
You do not want to be taking that much Sudafed.
No.
We'll find you a better allergy med.
Yeah.
Well, it's not allergies. It's sinuses. It's the pressure. So.
Get the Navage. I hear about this advertisement all the time. They say it clears out everything. It's a vacuum for your nose, right? Isn't that what it's like every commercial break after 8:00 at night?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or all during
the daytime.
Cleaner.
I think it's funny that Demetrius is participating in the commercial break conversation when he doesn't have a television.
He's heard on the streets that yes.
He does say that it's not in the house. We don't know what's out in that garage barn situation. There might be technology.
We don't have a TV. We don't have TV or internet at the house.
But he's at the distillery, like right now. It's here in St.
When
Louis.
was the last time you saw a commercial?
So I watch
all the
YouTube.
time. Yeah, he watches YouTube. They've got
YouTube has commercials now.
It's 10:30 at night. He's at the distillery still, so he has access to all the stuff.
I swear, if the listening audience could see her, Demetri looks like he's behind a mixing station, DJing a party right now at the distillery, and he's just talking with us, and he's dropping hot beats behind us. So if he turned his camera, you'd see like this mass of people, like what are some of these who's the stupid mouse with the marshmallow head and all these guys?
Oh,
These
yeah,
big
Marshmallow.
yes, whatever those guys are. I don't even know who these people are.
Dead mouse.
I still listen to people who play music.
Yeah,
But,
that's true. It's true.
It's just amazing to me.
Yeah. Well, there you go. McNew damn near has made it. So we'll see if she can finish the show out. So we'll see if she finishes strong. We're getting ready to wrap it up, McNew. You're very close to finishing your first show in months. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
It's a new year, new me, back and finishing shows.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Kathy, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at KKCaskStrength.
All right, Tim, how about you?
Find me having McNew's back when she needs help, because help never sleeps with the ABV Network, or on Instagram at SwyGuy2112.
All right, Demetri.
You can find me at Demetri Kane on Instagram and Facebook, or at Nobleton's on Instagram or Facebook.
All right, McNew. Oh, she didn't make it. She's gone. McNew is gone.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
no.
He's gone.
I'm sorry, McNew did not make it.
us.
So she was so close. All right, I put you on mute there. It almost
still
went.
here on Instagram at McNew ABV.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website, abvnetwork.com. Check it out. Everything that we do is out there. Previous shows, blogs. You can go back and hear a bunch of shows where McNew was supposed to be on, didn't finish them, at abvnetwork.com. McNew, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I would like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review. That includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. And if you like what we're doing, we ask that you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
Great job today, gang. Congratulations to McNew for finishing out a week. How about that? All right. For our audience, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Peace. Before we finish the show, let's talk about some great companies that support the ABV network. First up is Moonshine Still Pro. Moonshine Still Pro has a full line of products to help the home distiller. Whether you want to experiment on the stove in your kitchen or you're looking for a bigger setup in your backyard, owner Russell Creed and his team can help. They have multiple still offerings, accessories, and even grain from their partners at Goldstone Mill to assist you in making whiskey on par with your favorite distillery. They can also help you with some fabricated parts you probably can't make yourself if you are attempting a DIY still project. Learn more or order your still or parts at moonshinestillpro.com. Another friend of ours is the Goldstein family at Goldstone Mill. The Goldsteins offer a variety of heritage and heirloom grains to make the finest whiskeys in the world. Plus, they are more than just a grain company. They are truly consultants to make sure the grains they are providing to you or your business meet your highest expectations. Additionally, they work with mills around the country, ensuring shipping is as low as possible for their customers. If you're a distillery, brewery, or even doing this at home, Goldstone can assist you. Check them out at goldstonemill.com, call them at 217-254-6613, or check in via email at hello@goldstonemill.com. Last but not least is the ABV Barrel Shop. While we don't get to play in the allocated bourbon game because we aren't selling the other products you have to do to get those, we do have access via our friendships in the bourbon industry to some really cool stuff. Have you ever seen your favorite craft distiller selling some really cool limited offerings only in their gift shop? I'm talking things like the hazmat offering Distillery 291 did for their 10th anniversary, or Neely Family Distillery's Papaw's birthday barrel. They don't have enough of it to send it out to distributors, so they only sell it via their gift shop. Well, companies like Distillery 291 and Neely Family Distillery have agreed to sell us 2 or 3 cases of these offerings moving forward, meaning our store will have the access to some of the rarest whiskeys in the world. Way more difficult to come by than the allocated bourbon offerings with a national release. Yes, they will be extremely tough to come by, but if you're a customer of our store, you'll have a chance to get them. Get signed up for our email or text list over at abvbarrelshop.com so you don't miss out.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.